Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Adappa11 here with another action figure review. Now this is from Star Wars Return of the Jedi Vintage Collection 025. Now, though the card says Kenner, it is a Hasbro production. This is somewhat like a flashback to the 70s cards, which are amongst my favorite of the modern line. So, that being the Vintage Collection. And as you see here, this R2-D2 is from the Jabba sail barge and is a fantastic looking card. Sounds like my young one is just around the corner. So as you see here, this is a very, very nice looking R2-D2. And I'm looking so forward to opening them up, taking a look at it. Let's take a look at the back of the card here. And it's the same paragraph on the back of all the cards. It's not to the specific scene as we see here on the left, pictured from 1983. And on the back bottom, I should say, we have some of the other cards in this line, and it looks like I have all of those down there. So with that being said, oh yeah, the year, okay, I believe it was from 2011. I don't see it right off the hand. Oh, 2010 right there. So we have 2010, and you see the proof of purchase right there on the lower right with no particular number of points. So let's open up VC025 R2-D2 on the Jabba sail barge and see what it's all about. Okay, so here we are with R2-D2 out of the package. I am very happy with this figure. It did take me a few minutes to go over him to make sure that everything was copacetic, to see how he operated and whatnot. So I better start with that so you don't end up breaking or trying to force something to happen. And I will start with the third leg. Now, to get the third leg out, you have to understand and notice that on the top of his dome, there is an opening. Or no, it's not there yet. Let me get my focus there. Okay. Now you see here, not the opening in the center, but when I move his head, you see that piece open up? There's a hole in there. Now, with a bit of lighting, maybe you can see that white hole. Now to get it out, what you want to do is you want to take one of the three accessories that go on top, or four accessories that go on top of his head, the scope, which is this one, very nice piece. So let me go ahead and get my tweezers here so my big clumsy fingers don't obstruct any view. Now this piece right here, very nice looking, very detailed. You can see the bottom, see the side, see the top. Now you want to stick that in there just right up till it touches the white part, and then when you press down, and you do have to press down hard, but you know, I kind of got nervous about bending it, and I pressed down, there we go, and it ejects. So now I press it down all the way, and it's in there. So the scope is in there, the leg is out. Okay, so there we go. That's a really important thing I wanted to get off my chest right off the bat, because I thought to myself, how do I get it out? Because it doesn't pull out, so that's the trick. Okay, so now let me go ahead and get with the next accessory. Now I did use the blade here that I used to open up my piece because I wanted something thin. You can see this part right here. So just, there we go. Just barely. Now I want to warn you out there, because I don't know how many minors are watching. The blade, you better get permission from your parents. I don't want to advocate, I should have thought about that before doing that, but I don't want anybody puncturing themselves. I've been using a blade for a long time, so please, if you're not familiar with a blade or sharp objects, don't handle them. I should have pre-thought that out. You get this out, and then you can see that there is a mechanical device that pops out. Now, what comes out here is, use my tweezers for this one, is that electrical shock device that came out and shocked the, I can't think of his name, it's escaping my tongue, Jabba's little buddy. I don't know, it's slipping my tongue. So you got to watch out, of course, with this piece, because you don't want it to break if it snags on something or if you pull on it. So I like that little detail. Very, very nice detail. God, look at that paint job too. Might as well here while we're here. You can see just the nice detail in the paint everywhere throughout. Okay, so we put that back in there. Now let's take a look at the gear. Now here we see the bartending equipment. Now the cool thing is those do come off. I took one off. I don't want to take them all off just for the sake of not wanting to loosen them up. But you can see it's nice. You can see the peg that goes on there. And then of course here is the cup. So you got a bunch of little cups, little shot glasses for your action figures if you pick this guy up. Pretty cool. Bunch of shot glasses to come with. Okay, so let me get that back on there. Sounds like somebody's having problems out in the loft with their Lego Star Wars game. Okay, now you see the head on the very top of the dome. You want to stick the I don't know, the serving device. Gosh, I'm at a loss for words today. The nozzle to all bartenders would know. I don't drink much from the bar tap, but so there you have the tap. That's what I'm looking for. So you have your tap. It goes on there, and it can move around and fill them up. That's really cool. Oops. So I guess maybe I should put that on there first, and then put this. There we go. Something like that. So, no, this should go on top. Okay, there we go. So it keeps some distance. Okay, so now let's take a look at them before I put it up. He's ready to get everybody all drunk, serve them up. Now let's take a look at let's take these off. Show you how to get the scope out. Simply push on this. Pops right out. Take Luke's. Now this is a nice detail here. Is Luke's lightsaber hilt. Very nice detail, I think. Fantastic detail. So let's go ahead and put that in there. And I don't know if it goes in there all the way. Should I take my chances and push it down there? No, if I push it down, his leg will just pop out. So still have that look, but it doesn't. I don't want to. It doesn't even look like it would fit in there, anyways. But it would be cool to be able to shoot that out. God, like, ooh, whoa. Yeah, but no, there's nothing to really cover it, so it just pop out. Ready? 1, 2. Now, that sure didn't jump far enough to go over the Sarlacc pit, but I think you get my drift. I don't want to spend too much time on trying to get that to happen. So there we have it. 1, 2, and here's our another piece, along with the 3, 6, 7 cups. So you got 7 cups. The 3 dome pieces and the shoulder harness rack. And a very nice detail. Let's take a look at the back. Very well done, R2-D2. Very impressed. I'd give this R2 unit, I'll definitely give him a 9.2. 9.3. 9.2, 9.3. Definitely a good A. So, there we have it. R2-D2, Return of the Jedi Vintage Collection 25 Sail Barge. Now, I can put my old one. I forgot what line that was. It was not Saga. I do have a Saga that's from Hoth that I like a lot. It has a nice shiny dome. But this one has taken the place of my favorite over that one because of the fact that it just looks more realistic. And now this one has a lighter tone, and all the equipment is warped and just cheesy looking, so Trying to put that one on eBay. So there's a little bit of a... I always forget the name of that line. It's like a sky blue cardboard backing, I believe. Just can't think of it. Well, anyways, enough rambling there. Did my review. Time to bounce out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the like and the subscribe. Check out my other videos if you haven't, or if you're new to the channel. And until next time, may the force be with you. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.